First off, good morning. I done spent so much time trying to figure out who to put in this intro. The fucking sun done came out. And then it dawned on me. This nigga E Ness told Millz, yo, the fans is saying this the battle between the two niggas that lost to K-Shine. Then I thought to myself, ain't Patty a beautiful fucking thing? K-Shine, take it the fuck away, my nigga.
I'm just trying to get where I can be in my life. One day if you see what I can see won't be nice. I done came a long way living this life. Situations, allegations, you pay the price. Keep the devil far from me. Living lavish how it ought to be. I'm just trying to get where I could be in my life. One day if you see what I can see won't be nice.
Got a glass full of missions, I'm sipping this and it's hitting almost stronger than my niggas. I'm chasing this with ambition, I've been focused. Feel like the game is an exhibition, but I notice they only want play with you when you winning for the green like Kermit. All the shit I done witnessed, got it down to the T. I'ma sip this in my business, I've been pitching. Trying to move the dope like I'm a Simpson, but this liquid turned me to a monster like a gremlin in remembrance. When I ain't have a pot that I...
What up, y'all? It's your man Fat Boy checking the fuck in. You already know what time it is. I gotta do what fat boys do. Let me cook my fucking food. Salute to all the wild goons. Hashtag wild goons. Hashtag mask up. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to the goons. Yo, real quick. I had niggas donate to the Cash App. I appreciate the niggas that donated already to the Cash App. I fixed the link to the PayPal. My mans hit me up and said, yo, you gotta fix the link to the PayPal. I tried to donate, shit was crazy, so I did that. So salute to the niggas that's going to donate to the PayPal. It's now corrected. I appreciate you. Now, let's get to the shits. Jae Millz versus E Ness, the rematch, going down on RBE's Closure card, headlined by Hitman Holla versus Bill Collector. I spoke on that battle already. If you want to go and watch my blog on that, just search down my videos. It's not too far behind. I talked about that battle already. Going down May the 4th. Go cop your pay-per-views. I want to say this about RBE. I think this is a dope card. It's themed behind the idea of obviously closure, battles that have history, some bad blood between people, or just some rivalry that's been going on for years that we can finally bring to a close at the conclusion of these battles. At least we believe so. The thing I like about it the most is that the feel behind the main event, you don't have to change that vibe from start to finish. All the battles are booked surrounding that same theme. So this should turn out to be a dope event. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully security don't got to get involved in none of these battles. It's a risky card, I'm not going to hold you. But I think everything will work out okay. All right, now, let's talk about the battle in itself. I didn't get the notification when the shit dropped, right? I go on Twitter. I'm seeing niggas talking like, yo, this face-off was crazy. Y'all got to see this face-off. I cut this shit on expecting for these niggas to really be bombing on each other.
Boom, 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 boom.
Like, I was expecting madness behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what it was. It was these niggas was really going back and forth about a whole bunch of nothing. Obviously, it's history involved. One thing I did gain from watching this face-off is that I realized that this helps Jae Millz, a battle of this magnitude. The reason it helps Jae Millz, because he didn't do so well versus K-Shine. It just didn't go well. This helps because now he has something to talk about. It gives him an opportunity to put bars with angles and create a narrative for the battle, and the content may come off better. So I think that will be a plus for him. However, the disadvantage is that we have to accept this version of Jae Millz that we're getting ready to get. We've already walked this path with E Ness. E Ness has been back for a while now. He's been battling consistently, and although people will criticize the fact that he raps like he's on beat, we've already accepted that from E Ness, and it's no longer a thing to us. We know what we're getting. We We cool with it now, and when we hear it, it's not going to throw us off. I still have Eness 3-zip, and it's not because of what I saw in the face-off. I felt like Jae Millz controlled the face-off. I felt like he was more aggressive and tried to make more points. I think that he was better at the debate at the table. But the reason I still feel Eness is going to win this shit is because he knows what we expect from him, and he's going to do just that. I hope he don't try to come in here with a whole fuck you round and say everything that he never got to say after that fuck you round. I want you to come out and do what you normally do. The interview with 3 Letter Man, though, that Jae Millz did, he was very humble. He realizes that, whether he wants to admit it or not, that the fans were right. And this is why I keep saying, in light of the Cassidy situation, this is why I keep saying this. We tried to tell Jae Millz that as fire as he think he was back in the day, it's not the same. I'm sorry. We know you want to think you was a god back then and that it's just going to translate to now. My nigga, it's not the same. And Jae Millz found that out. And going on 3 Letter Man, he had a lot of things to say that I was surprised to hear him say. But he reassured me that I was going to be right in my pick. E Ness is going to win this battle, because in the 3 Letter Man interview, he said the same thing that I heard him say in this fucking face-off.
Sean, but how you said I laid down and died. I don't feel I laid down and died. I feel like I didn't perform how I should have performed.
That's death.
All my bars was on point.
That's death.
We just sat up here and went through the schemes. All the bars was on point.
Nobody caught him, man. I was listening to him and still didn't catch
You caught him. I dug myself a hole with the fans. I could take that.
Now, let me tell you why this concerns me. You think that what you had to say was still fire. It was ass. No, you didn't insult us by saying, yo, y'all just not getting it. The bar's going over these niggas' heads. Why they not getting it? Fam, we've heard a million niggas say that over time. That ain't nothing new. When we hear niggas say shit like that, at least me, all I'm really thinking is, bruh, you not going over our heads. We either just don't fuck with it, or it's not as crazy as you think it is, and you just lost. It ain't us. We not stupid fans. And Jae Millz said that much. Battle rap fans not stupid. They get it. They listen to a lot of battle rap. They listen to a lot of content. The bar's not going over their head. So in his mind, he just feel like him performing it the way he did is what made it not work. I completely disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. I don't think he could have performed that shit any fucking better than he did. Yes, he could have been more aggressive in NK Shine's face and not try to work the crowd as much as he did. And maybe he may use that in battling E Ness. I don't know. All I know is that I feel like E Ness is more seasoned in this era of battle rap, which seems to be the common theme nowadays with everything going on. E Ness is more seasoned in this era, and I think it just works better because we've accepted him, like I said, and it's going to be an easier fight for him to get through this battle than it is for Jae Millz, who still has some work to do in proving to us that he's made some adjustments. With all that being said, I'm going to drop this topic. We're going to take a quick commercial break for our only sponsor, Coffee Brown, because nothing helps you rise like coffee. We'll be right back.
Nakedness.
All right, we back from a brief commercial break. I know niggas is tired of talking about Cassidy, but I felt like something important came up during this Ness versus Millz face-off that I wanted to bring to the table. In a tweet yesterday, I said this, and I felt like it's important. The problem with Cassidy is this, and I think niggas think we care so much about the 5,001. It's just fun to argue that shit, whether he battled less than 5 or over 5,000. That shit don't even fucking matter. What does matter about the 5,000 that the Cassidy fans seem to want to keep dancing around is who he battled in that 5,000. Who did you battle that matters? We not asking for who beat Cass. I don't care if he didn't lose to any of them niggas. It's who did you beat is what makes it impressive. If you dunking on a bunch of children, cool. But that don't give you no credibility as being a great basketball player. Who did you beat? That's what matters the most. During this interview, during this face-off, should I say, with Millz and Ness, this is what Jae Millz had to say.
But nigga, you know how many times I battled Loaded Lux? You know how many times I battled T-Rex?
No.
You know how many times?
Who gives a fuck though, really?
But that's like you saying, you know how many times I battled Reed Dollars? You know how many times I battled Kaboom?
Now the reason that's important is because of the names he's dropping. There's a reason he's saying the names that he's saying. Because he knows that he can't get up there and say the other niggas that he battled that don't nobody give a fuck about or nobody saw. He gonna mention Saya Castro. He gonna mention Mook. He gonna mention Lux. He gonna mention Rex. Because not only were they credible names back then, but they names that we care about now, that we saw happen on camera, that he can vouch for and that we can vouch for and use as something valid. Every time Cassidy name come up, all we hear is disaster and freeway. Cassidy don't mention no other names of credibility, of names that we give a fuck about. And this fact, you can't overlook this. I don't know why niggas keep trying to make it seem like, oh, but he beat Freeway and he beat, okay, cool. But this record that you keep claiming should have some other notable names on it that we can give a fuck about to help establish yourself. That's all we asking for. It's some credible shit. You haven't battled anybody on the stage without getting booed that we give a fuck about. So if that's the case, okay, you can keep your 5,000 wins. Just tell us who some of these niggas are. But Cassidy never bring it up. Nobody ever vouched for it. And all this, oh, well, Swiss Beats, he vouching for this nigga and it was like a battle rap tour. Cool, Mickey Facts. Yeah, he was battling 6, 7 niggas a day. Okay, cool, Mickey, tell us some of the names. Cass, tell us some of the names. Swiss, tell us some of the names. Jadakiss, yeah, he did battle. Okay, cool. Tell us some of the names. Niggas is not saying no names that we give a fuck about. Why is this important? Well, let me tell you why this is important. The main argument, the only fucking argument that I really have in regards to Cassidy is that you don't get to come back and claim being the GOAT. The reason is this. When we start naming off that Mount Rushmore list, there's a potential of about 6 or 7 solid names that you could throw out there, right? We can say Tay-Rock, we can say Disaster. A lot of people going to say Lux, a lot of people going to say Mook. A lot of niggas is going to say Arsenal, they're going to say Verb. And you could probably throw Rex on there. Not probably, you could make an argument for Rex. When you mention those names, the names we mentioning are because of the people that they have battled within the last 10 years or so, give or take, that we give a fuck about. And those lists are long lists of names that we give a fuck about. Not one, not two, a long ass list. None of these niggas get mentioned as being the GOAT. None of these niggas get mentioned as being Mount Rushmore because of niggas they battle off cam that we did not fucking see. None of them. You can't argue this point. Whenever the Mount Rushmore or GOAT conversation comes up, we start talking about their resume. If that resume ain't looking right, or it don't sound right, or it ain't a long list of names that we give a fuck about, we not having this discussion. It's the Cassidy fans that's changing the fucking rules and acting brand new and acting different in regards to making this point. You can have the 5,000. You can have the Swiss vouch. You can have the Mickey Facts vouch. You can have the radio battles. You can have all of that shit. But you're not going to get to come back talking no GOAT shit And I just sit here and act like, yeah, well, he did beat 5,000 niggas. Okay, well, what's your resume look like? That's why we bringing it up. So y'all can try to dance around that point all you fucking want. At the end of the day, it don't matter what you saying. If the resume ain't right, the battle rap community as a whole is not going to just accept you as being the GOAT, because we hold all these other battle rappers to the same fucking standard. Why y'all acting like Cass is different? Because he was that nigga back then? Oh, well, Mook and all these niggas, they wanted to battle Cass. Yup, and you know what? He didn't battle none of them. They would have been the credible names on his resume, but he didn't battle them. He didn't. So when we have this discussion, this is why niggas is upset with y'all. Y'all keep trying to vouch for some shit that y'all can't prove and it don't got no valuable names on it except for a 30 against disaster. Let me make one more point perfectly clear. And I want to be 100% clear on this. Y'all mad because we say, oh, well, y'all keep saying that he battled disaster and that battle was ass, so it don't count. Let me be clear on something, fam. We do the same shit for everybody. Rex battles Surf, and nobody talks about that shit. The same way Cass battled Diz, and nobody talks about that shit. Was there some fire lines in there somewhere? Yup. Sure was. Was it fire lines somewhere in there? Rex versus Surf? Yup. Sure was. Who gives a fuck about that battle? It wasn't good. It wasn't crazy. It ain't shit to talk about. So when we discredit it the same way we discredit any other battle that was just fucking ass. It don't matter. Nobody care. If the battle don't have no fucking value, so it don't mean shit to nobody. So when we start talking about the niggas that Rex beat, yeah, he beat Surf. Do we give a fuck or does it matter? It ain't a win that we care. It's just a name. Do it hold weight? Not really. Okay, so we giving y'all that. Cass beat Diz. Cool. Y'all gonna say it was an ass battle. It was. Why y'all acting like it wasn't an ass battle? So us discrediting it ain't crazy, my nigga. Y'all want it to be different because it's Cassidy. We haven't changed shit. It's y'all changing how we've judged niggas over the years with these battles. It ain't us acting new. It's y'all acting new. If you want the nigga to be the GOAT and you think he gonna win the battle, cool. But if he the GOAT, you gonna have to tell us why he the GOAT. And if you think he gonna win the battle, cool. Tell us why he gonna win the battle. What are you basing it off of? So because we not willing to accept all these names that we don't know nothing about, y'all want us to just accept it. Y'all mad because we don't accept it. Why we can't be mad about y'all niggas thinking that it is without no fucking proof? Y'all mad at us on the flip side of some shit to say we can't be mad about? Or have passion behind? Fuck out of here with that shit, man. I'm tired of talking about Cassidy. I really am. But it's been fun. It's been entertaining. I'm not going to lie to y'all. At the end of the day, I can't wait to see the battle. I hope Cassidy put on a good fucking show. I really do. I don't want to see the nigga get embarrassed. And I don't think he's going to get embarrassed. Let me add this before I go. It's like I said before. Cassidy does have the opportunity to get off a bunch of fucking punchlines and win the fans over with punchlines. We've never said, and I've never said, you can go back and check it, I've never said that Cassidy wasn't a better lyricist than Goods. That's not even an argument that we've been making. That's never been the case, and we've never hated these niggas for being in the industry. I don't know why niggas keep trying to make it a industry versus battle rap. I get that the Faceoff is what did that shit. Sun God saying that that's not it. My nigga Drizzy saluted both of these niggas and saying that that's not it. Okay, cool. But in saying that it's the industry versus them, it's never been a time where we hated those niggas for being in the industry. It's always been, for the battle rappers at least, that these niggas is coming back and getting the bag. Why wouldn't these niggas raise their eyebrows? They've been the ones fighting. This is where promotion comes in, and this is why Cassidy has earned the right to get the bag that he get. He bringing in the names. He bringing in all the shit that's going to matter for making money for the URL. It makes sense. It's not because he battled 5,000 niggas off cam that ain't nobody seen, like I said before. That's not why they pan him. They pan a nigga because of what he brings to the table. It's not because he beat disaster 3-zip in a battle that nobody give a fuck about. And none of y'all was talking about as one of the greatest battles ever until now. It ain't even never came up for no reason. That's why he get in the bag. So this week, we hate the industry niggas. And why do the battle rap hate the industry niggas? Like, fam, you know why they dislike them niggas. Don't make it because, oh, well, they shouting these niggas out and y'all would love it if they shouted out. Of course. It's no hate for being a part of the industry. It's hate for coming back, getting the bag. But like I said, like, why y'all feel like they should just not give a fuck if somebody come in getting a bigger bag than them? It's their own fucking fault. But do that change how they feel? Nah, fam. It's your man, yo. We done beat this drum. I'm not making no more Cassidy blogs, and that's on God. I'm done talking about it. So unless this nigga do something crazy or one more wild ass thing come out, I'm done talking about Cassidy. It's the last fucking one. I put that on everything. Until this battle happened, I'm done talking about Cassidy. Yo, like, comment, subscribe, donate. Like, comment, subscribe, donate. Let's change the way we be fans in this battle rap culture. Let's change all of that. Let's do something different. It's your man Fat Boy signing the fuck off the same way I always do. I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same.
Please don't unplug the game.